Snacking on the carnivore diet is weird. Most of the time, you're completely satiated and you don't need to snack at all. Other times, it feels like you just can't eat enough. And for my keto folks, most of your prepackaged store-bought snacks are actually loaded with carbs if you eat more than 2 bites. Today, we're making my go-to zero-carb carnivore snacks. Whether you're a ravenous carnivore or a busy keto traveler sick of the store-bought nonsense, these last forever, have 0 non-carnivore ingredients, and they're travel ready. Let's carve into it. Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome to Blood and Butter. Whether you're carnivore or keto, finding a snack that's actually 0 carbs can be frustrating. A lot of recipes sneak in cream cheese, cottage cheese, or other dairy products. And hey, that's fine for some people, but they don't last as long and some of us can't do dairy. My snacks is bacon. It's just bacon. Bacon. Just kidding. These snacks are 100% carnivore. No sweeteners, no dairy, no junk, and it's just 5 simple ingredients. There's meat, pork panko breadcrumbs, ghee or butter, salt, and eggs. That's it. No weird additives, no hidden carbs, just pure carnivore ingredients. Let's get started. First, tools. Look, you kinda need a full kitchen for this one. College students, go ahead and check out my other videos. Your dorm room microwave's not really gonna cut it for this recipe. You're gonna need a stand mixer, a food processor, an air fryer or a dehydrator, a bread pan, an oven, although if your air fryer has a bake functionality, that might work, and a vacuum sealer. Once you've got your tools, let's talk ingredients. There's a lot of room for variety for flavor differences in this, but there's 2 you're gonna need every time. Salt and eggs. Next, you need to choose your fat. For a truly dairy-free version, I like to use ghee. I prefer this one. But you could also use this. There are also 2 types of these pork panko crumbs you could use. Unseasoned and Italian style. Personally, I prefer the Italian style and I don't seem to have any issues with the spices that are in it. Now, you could grind up your own pork rinds to make crumbs for this. I tried that, but the smell and the taste were just a little too much for us. I got the ghee and the pork panko breadcrumbs at Sprouts. Last up, meat! You can use any ground meat. Beef is our favorite flavor, but I have beef, pork, and lamb here. I think turkey and chicken would probably work too. You want to go pretty lean because you don't want a ton of fat rendering inside your loaf. Today I'm using ground pork because it was on sale for $3 a pound. And if you can't tell by now, this started as a carnivore bread recipe, but as bread, it sucked. It's way too dense, the flavor was super overpowering, and it doesn't bake tall enough to hold anything substantial like a burger or some kind of carnivore sandwich. So if you'd like to stop here and try it as a carnivore bread, good luck. Okay, we've got our tools, we've got our ingredients, let's get started. I'm gonna leave the full recipe in the description, so don't feel like you have to write all this down. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. While that's warming up, crack 8 eggs, separating the whites into the mixing bowl and the yolks into the food processor. Now, whip the egg whites until they have stiff peaks. This part takes a while, but you'll really see it change as it goes. It'll start to get frothy and bubbly, and then ultimately you'll see it raise up to kind of stiff peaks if you pull your whisk out of the bowl. While our egg whites are whipping, we blend the rest. Add 1 pound of your ground meat, 5 ounces of your pork panko breadcrumbs, and if you don't have a food scale, it's just shy of half of one of these containers. And 1/4 cup of ghee to the food processor and blend it till it's smooth. It should look like this. Smooth, but thick. Damn it, I forgot the salt. 1 teaspoon. Whoops. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. I used to add the salt and panko last after everything else was mixed, but it turned out exactly the same. Do whatever you want. Real quick, here's a list of ingredients again for the overachievers. Now we're gonna mix our whipped egg whites with the meat mixture. Meat mixture. Just dump it in. Now we're gonna gently fold everything together. Or at least that's what I did the first time. It made zero difference. Once it's fully incorporated, time to bake. Grease your bread pan and pour the mixture in. Bake at 375 degrees for 1 hour until it's firm. When it's done, you should be able to stick a toothpick into the center of it and have it come out clean. Let it cool down in the pan for a while and then dump it out onto a cutting board. Okay, dump it out. Just dump it out. Damn it. Okay, if it sticks to the pan, just use a knife and cut it out. Or better yet, use parchment paper to line your pan before you pour it in so you don't look like a jackass like me. Now this part's up to you. Slice it into bars or cubes, however you like your snacks. It tastes the same either way, but pro tip, the bars can be used to create cute little open-faced sandwiches. Now, we need to remove the moisture so these things last longer and pack easy. Now, I won't lie, they taste amazing at this stage, so if you're hungry, go on and get you a slice. For the rest, time to dehydrate. Set your air fryer to dehydrate at 120 degrees. Now, I've tested this at 6, 8, and 10 hours, and it's a trade-off. We've got ourselves a good old-fashioned carnivore trade-off. The longer you go, the longer they'll last. But, of course, they do dry out more, and they lose a little bit more flavor. Either way, 6, 8, 10 hours, when they're done, they should feel pretty dry to the touch. And yeah, if you go the full 10 hours, that crisp, it's nice. To keep them fresh, vacuum seal them bitches. Batches. Vacuum seal them in batches. Now they'll last a long time and they're ready to grab when you need a truly carnivore snack. For short-term storage, mine stay fresh on the counter for a few days, especially if I let them go the full 10 hours. If I dehydrate them less, I put them in the fridge right away, and they'll last for a couple of weeks. We also freeze them, and they don't seem to lose any texture or flavor. They'll last for months in the freezer. And that's it. Zero-carb, travel-ready carnivore snacks. You don't need to waste money on carnivore or keto snacks that are actually loaded with carbs. Just make these, and you always have something on hand. So, have you tried making carnivore snacks at home? Have you found a carnivore bread that doesn't absolutely suck? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It helps get this info out to the people that need it. And let's be honest, eating this way isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.